Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nur Azam bin Kamaluddin. My metric ID is 2020489222. Today I am going to present about the situational based analysis due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia is part of the ongoing worldwide pandemic of coronavirus disease 2019. COVID-19 caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 SARS-CoV-2. The most notable was a Jemaah Tabligh religious gathering in Kuala Lumpur, which caused a massive spike in local cases and import cases in neighbouring countries. The Malaysian government progressively relaxed lockdown restriction in staged pace. Let's lockdown began with the Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) on 4th May 2020, followed by the Recovery Movement Control Order (RMCO) on 10 June 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic had a significant impact on Malaysian economy. Numerous sectors, including the entertainment, retail, hospitality, and tourism sector, were affected by various lockdown and social distancing restriction in response to outbreak of COVID-19 throughout 2020 and 2021. The COVID-19 pandemic led to social distancing restriction on a wide range of activities, including the registration of birth, marriage and death, religious gathering, education and sporting event. Of work reduction during the country's lockdown that people face are doing the extra work. This is because the extra work can help them to earn more income due to the wage reduction. The extra work also help them to reduce the burden to handle the commitments such as daily expenses and pay the utility bills. For example, the extra work or the part-time job to earn more income are work as the food riders of the Food Panda or GrabFood. This kind of part-time job become a trending job among people, either men or women, because during the movement control order, people are not allowed to go out to dine in the restaurant and only can take away. Today, people are more often to order the food by using the Food Panda apps or GrabFood apps. By being the food riders, they also need to work overtime to get more income. For example, the Food Panda riders, for the normal hours, for the riders will get 4 ringgit per order. But after overtime, the payment will rise to 7 ringgit per order. And after that, when they work overtime with good services provided, they will be promoted to the higher batch. Although they had flexible time of work, when they work too much, it will affect both mental and physical health because they need to deliver the order to the customer whether the weather is good or not. Another effect of wage reduction during the lockdown are abuse. The abuse happen because the wage reduction due to the rise cost of living lead them to the family's abuse. Some people who has more commitment are suffering too much because lack of money to buy the groceries and daily expenses. The abuse may affect the family members and the abuser. The hit with raw materials such as chair and sharp object to the vital point may cause serious injuries and death. There were many cases are recorded about the serious injury that end up dead because of abuse. For the example, the 4 years children are dead because of abuse from the couple who take care of the child. Another that the abuse of wage reduction also lead the victim of abuse, especially the child, feel traumatic. They will feel grown with the traumatic feeling and scared about the abusers. This will make them hold a grudge to the abuser of their parents and creating space between them and their parents. The woman's abuse also make women lose their dignity and start to think to the unnecessary action that may affect herself. The abuse due wage reduction may harm the harmonious in the family. The last effect that we can see are the wage reduction may guide the family leaders to be more efficiency by control the money management. Money management is very important in all aspects and may lead us to save the money without spending too much. Due to wage reduction during the country's lockdown, family leaders need to control the budget by limiting spending and buy the necessary goods such as buying groceries and daily expenses. By controlling the budget, the family leaders may organize the money management to pay utility bills and another commitment. Meanwhile, the family leaders also can guide all their family members to saving and not to spend the money on the real goods. If all family members need the savings, the burden that family leaders carry can be reduced until the environment be normal like before. The wage reduction during the country's lockdown have shown negative and positive impact. To prevent the wages is empty, we need to take the first step to control the money management during the extra hour, and control the money management may lead us to prevent the negative impact to the family and the public. COVID-19 pandemic has suffered all sectors, which are politics, economics, and social. As we can see, the economic sectors, there are many organizations that suffered from losses. There are many initiatives that have been taken by the organizations to overcome and cope up with the challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. For the food entrepreneurs, they had suffered but affected because customers are not allowed to dine in the restaurant. So the food entrepreneurs take the opportunity by doing the food delivery to the customer to ease them to get the food by stay at home. The customers may order the food using the food delivery apps such as Foodpanda apps or GrabFood apps. This opportunity have been taken by the small food entrepreneurs to such food stall and the restaurants to install cooperates with the Foodpanda or GrabFood to continue their business operations. The customers can have the various tastes of Malaysian food within stay at home. According to the demand for the food delivery in this pandemic era, the fast food entrepreneurs also use their apps such as McDonald's, KFC, and Pizza Hut to encourage their customers to stay at home. Besides, the apps also encourage them to do online payment within the cash to preventing the coronavirus disease. With the new initiative provided, the food entrepreneurs may help the food riders to earn more income and increase the company revenue. The COVID-19 outbreak, the government has planned many ways to overcome the economic suffered. One of the outcomes that has been discovered by the government according to the budget 2021 are through Bantuan Perkhidmatan Rakyat (BPR). Bantuan Perkhidmatan Rakyat is assistance provided by the government to the B40 and M40 groups to alleviate their burden due to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. By collaborating with LHDN, the government may track and trace those who are eligible for the BPR, especially B40 and M40 groups. There are 4 types of the BPR. This opportunity may decrease the burden, especially for the family that have more children and commitment. The small and medium enterprise SMEs also struggle to facing the economic challenge due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to the struggle faces, the government has concerned and launched the Grand Khas Prihatin GKP 3.0. The GKP 3.0 is financial assistance to qualified small and medium enterprise SMEs, as well as additional financial assistance to existing recipients of GKP 1.0 and GKP 2.0 on a one-off basis, amounting to 1,500 ringgit to alleviate the financial burden of business while increasing production, productivity, and service. The recipient who will receive this Perkasa GKP 3.0 are those who existing recipient of GKP 1.0 and GKP 2.0 and applicants who pass the new GKP 3.0. The applicant must follow their requirement to see that they are eligible for the GKP 3.0 or not. Only the Malaysian citizen can apply for the GKP 3.0 by collaborating with Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia (IRBM), Local Authority (PBT), or Company Commission of Malaysia (SSM). The government will be able to check those who are eligible for the GKP 3.0. With the support from the government, the small and medium enterprise SMEs are able to continue their business operation. COVID-19 pandemic has caused the abnormal environment to our worldwide. To prevent the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic, stay safe by taking some simple precautions such as physical distancing, wearing a mask, keeping room well ventilated, avoiding crowds, cleaning your hands, and coughing into bent elbow or tissue. Check local advice where you live and work. Avoid the 3 C's: space that are close, crowd, and involve close contact. The risks of getting COVID-19 are higher in crowded and inadequately ventilated space where in fact people spend long periods of time in close proximity. These environments are where the virus appears to spread by respiratory droplets or aerosols more efficiently, so taking precaution is even more important. Avoid crowded or indoor settings. By following the government recommendation, the economic, political, and social sector will be operating as usual, and the employees can enjoy working without worrying about the wage reduction. The organisation also can relieve after cope up with the challenge, and the government also can plan to make our country go along with other successful countries. Thank you.